Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Danny here from our humble home. I live on the Gold Coast, Australia, and thank you for clicking on my video, because in today's video I'm going to be designing some scrunchie label tags for my scrunchies, or some tags for my scrunchies, some labels I guess that will sort of set my things apart. Also other things I sell like cushion covers, that type of thing. What I'm going to be doing is making a special scrunchie, lush oversized scrunchie for one of Sophie's friends, Celine, and she'll be getting married in probably next week or the week after, I think. That's Celine there and her boyfriend or fiance Dylan, and she's the most beautiful girl. Sophie and her have been friends for a lot of years, and she's just a sweetheart. I thought I'd make like a wedding sort of scrunchie for her, not for a wedding day as such, but just like a theme sort of scrunchie. And I've been meaning to make some tags and labels, so in today's video that's what I'll be doing. There are different ways of doing it, I guess, and the video I saw this girl doing was she actually used a printer. She printed out her design, she printed it out on stencil paper, then she ironed it on, but I don't have any ink on my printer at the moment or stencil paper, but I do have my Cricut vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl, so I thought I might use that and design something with these pieces of vinyl. The good part about this is, you know, the writing is going to be so tiny. I'll use pretty much nothing as far as vinyl goes, so it'll be really cheap, and the actual fabric too I had, so that will cost nothing to buy as well, so very budget friendly and probably a bit more time consuming though. Well, obviously more time consuming than if I'd actually got a printer to make them for me, but this way I can do them how I want. I can change them up if I want to change them up. So here I'm just going into the Cricut, taken my name or logo, what I want to put on my label. I've just got to figure out the size of it, because the actual fabric's probably be about 3 or 4 centimeters wide, and I thought I would do a trial and I would use this black vinyl just to cut out my design that I have on the Cricut space. It turned out to be easy enough to weed, even though it was so tiny, although you saw in the design that the last 2 letters were more of an outline. That didn't work, that was way too thin, so I'm just going to have to design it as the whole letters sort of in block letters. I'm cutting out my strips of fabric. I'm making them 5 centimeters wide. What I will have to do here is iron the edges over, so that's what I intended to do at this point. I actually didn't get it on film, but when on the table I had a bit of scrap ribbon, and it was pink scrap ribbon, and it was really pretty, and I thought, wow, I could use this instead of this cotton fabric. It would save so much time and effort, because I'd have to turn over the edges of the fabric so it wouldn't fray, and that would have been so fiddly. So I thought I'm just going to use this satin ribbon. It's already sealed at the sides, and it will be a lot easier to use and to create my labels. Anyway, this is the width, so I printed another one out, and you can see the difference in size, mainly because I lost this one and I thought I had a different idea. I could use ribbon, then I don't have to fold it over. This ribbon's quite thick, but I thought for the bridal scrunchie it might be okay, and I made the print in white, and so it will go on, it will just be ironed on, we'll transfer it on like this and then fold it over, and we'll see how that goes. This might be an easier way. It just stops me having to worry about these edges here. So let's iron this on and see what happens. And that will have to be 150, heat up to 150. I'm gonna make sure which is the right side too. There probably is a right and wrong side, but they both look pretty good. I think that might, yeah, I don't know. I think that might be the right side. Seems a bit shinier. That's what I'm going to do. I think so. That'll come out.
We'll do what you like.
Yeah, So what I'm going to do is press that down for 15 seconds. We'll just wait for it to get to 150 degrees. Okay, means it's ready. Just apply a bit of pressure to it. So at this point I go ahead and finish off Celine's scrunchie. Now I have the label that I can put in place. I'm sewing up the two short ends of the scrunchie, and then I will sew up the long ends, sew them together, and that's where my label will go. That's where it will be sewn into. So I'll do that and we'll just see what that looks like. So I'm just measuring how long it is. So that's where I started sewing, and this is where my tag will be. So I'll probably sew up to about here-ish, just so the tag will fit in. I might just put a little mark there, and that's where I will sew up to. I've got to put elastic in here. I use a popsicle stick just with a slit cut in one end as like a bodkin type of thing. I was using a safety pin, but I only had a really tiny one. It kept coming undone. So necessity is the mother of invention. So I created my own bodkin. So that's Celine's scrunchie that I made, well the first one anyway, because what I decided to do, while I'm ultra happy, I'm happy with the design of label, that's what I'm going to be doing and that's how I'm going to be making my labels. It's just that I didn't know whether I was happy with it there where it was sewn into the side seam. So what I thought I might do is sew it into the middle seam. So the seam I sewed originally at the side, the two short ends together, what I'm doing is I'm sewing the label into that, and we'll just see how that looks. We'll compare the two, and I just want to see and decide where the labels will be from here on in. So I went back to the shop and I got some more ribbon. This was 3 meters a roll and it was $3, so pretty cheap, and they had all sorts of different colors. I got white and pink to begin with, and I printed off some more different colors in the actual print that I can heat press onto the ribbon. Just for a variety, I thought, you know, variety is the spice of life. So, and also I like being creative, and I love colors. I love pink, if you hadn't noticed, and yeah, I love my colors. So I'm doing that, and I'm creating some more. What I want to do is heat press as many as I can onto the actual roll of ribbon. We'll just see how that goes. When I place the print onto the ribbon, I'm measuring it out, so from the top print to the next one at the base, it will be 2.5 centimeters, and that's because we need, when I cut them off, I need some room for the seam to allow for the seam when I'm sewing them into the scrunchie. So that's important, to make sure you have enough room left over there, not too much so you waste your ribbon, but there needs to be enough that there's enough space to actually sew your label onto it. I heat press that down 150 degrees for 15 seconds, and it's different with each type of vinyl, but this is not sure what it is, what brand it is, but that's what the heat settings say to use. So that's what it will look like when I've heat pressed the vinyl onto the ribbon, and I can just keep it stored on the roll like that and cut them off as I need them, or I could cut them all off and just pop them in a little container. But yeah, I'm really pleased. So they were a success, those labels, and that's what it looks like on a different scrunchie, not the white one, and that's with the glittery vinyl. So what do you think? Do you like it on the side there, on the seam in the middle, or do you like it on the actual edge? Just tell me what you think in the comments below. I like it sort of in the seam the second way I did it, and that's how I will be doing it from now on. But yeah, I like them. They're really pretty. And thank you very much, you guys, for watching the video. I hope you got something out of it. I can use these labels on other things, like I said before, so yeah, they will come in ultra handy as well. In future videos I'll be showing you how I make my scrunchies. That scrunchie I'm showing you actually on my girls, so it does look different in different lights, but yeah, it's a really pretty color. I'll be making all sorts of designs. So thank you, like I said, for watching my video. I hope you come back next week. I'll compare the label. So that's the label I did on Celine's scrunchie at the bottom. I actually did make her another one with the label on the inside as well, and that's the label on the inside. So what do you prefer? This is, and I'll show you Celine's scrunchie as well that I'll be giving her, and I hope she has a really lovely wedding day. Thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you back on my channel next week. Bye for now. Have a great week.